Hello everyone. This is a test, obviously. My new webcam. How? Well, Ash, is it clear? I haven't put it where I want it yet. Come on, Nigel. Just a bit of a test run to see. Well, Matt, is your camera turned up yet? Not camera, is it? Webcam. No, not webcam. That's what I'm playing with. Has your airbrush turned up? There we go. Am I coming through clearly? I obviously can't speak properly. This is just purely a test to see if the sound is good and the picture is clear. See, it will be even clearer if you are watching this on YouTube or Twitch. But I just wanted to see, has it got rid of that stupid noise that when I uploaded on Facebook normally, you get this squeaky noise from the camera? YouTube or Twitch. Oh, I can't hear it on my phone. So I'm now running it through my phone to see if I can hear it. Has it got rid of that stupid noise that I'm talking to myself? Uploaded on Facebook, you get this squeaky noise. Hello, Vinny. So Vinny's watching on YouTube. Is it coming through clearly on YouTube? So this was what we did, the one we copied last night. Hello, Vinny. So Vinny's watching on YouTube. Is it coming through clearly on YouTube? So I should turn that sound down. So what I want to try and do is I want to try and mount it like, see, you can see my amazing setup skills. That the old camera, the old webcam was zip tied to a light on a bit of wood. So that's some skills. And then my light panel is zip tied to the shelf above. That's some engineering skill there, I know, isn't it? There's a reason I paint, rather than be allowed to play with. And then my dodgy wiring runs down the side of here. And then there's my trusty, everyone needs a crowbar. So, sort of a little bit of my paint supplies. And then over there, that's my trusty pile of used bottles, but I'll find a use for them again at some point. There's another one up there. So I've got, so what's that, 6 bottles of liquid mask just knocking about. They're empty. Then I've got my to-do pile. And then my box of, this was a lot fuller. I've obviously caned the what's this out of this for colours. And then that's where I do that's where the magic happens. There's a bit of, my friend printed that onto a bit of card, and then I've cut the card into a sort of box shape. And then my beard in HD, you ready? Look at that manly chin and that weird patch where it doesn't grow. And there's my old knackered TV. And then my donated sound system. Everything in here, there's a kind of running theme. Everything that I have here, I can't show the laptop, is stuff that's been gifted to me. So the laptop was gifted to me, and I was told not to get it on camera, so I haven't. That light was given to me. I've got the light system that Alan has very kindly given me, which I will put in as well. that's my silhouette portrait with a sheet of mask in it. So this bad boy makes a hell of a racket. So basically, instead of a printer, it's got a cutter head, and it moves. So you stick your sheets to this. So I said I'd take mine on because it's lost its tack now because I've used it too much. And then it goes into these rollers, and it makes a hell of a racket. And after an hour or two, you might get something off it that's actually usable if you press the right setting. Because I didn't the other day, so it wasn't actually thick enough. Hadn't cut through. So what I want to try and do is I want to try and put this, because this is a much wider angle camera as well. It's amazing. So I'll have to tidy up a bit more. So there's a window that I've sort of, yeah. So what's that, Colin? Take it to your testing your new webcam because the quality on Twitch is it improved on Facebook and Twitch? Is it better on Twitch than it was on Facebook? So here's some merch. Here's my apron that I wear. My friend printed that with, it's got leopard print in the background of it. Just for my own amusement. And then, oh, who put that there? Oh, I really must just stop putting these quality t-shirts in the shop. Oh dear. Oh, take that out of the way. Put that over there. Yeah, no, it's just there. Facebook looks the same. Okay, so it's purely an update then that's better for YouTube and Twitch then. Obviously, doing this makes you all feel very unwell, so I really probably shouldn't do it, but it's amusing me greatly, so I'll stop that, sorry. Good, so the Twitch is, sorry, because I'm talking now to Colin, who's on Twitch, and he's saying that the quality on YouTube is much better. It's crystal clear is what he's saying there, because this is what I see. You now see about 20 different cameras. So when I go live, because I have to pay for this subscription thingy, up here I get everyone's messages come through from all the socials, but unfortunately when you're like on Facebook you don't see what someone on Twitch sends me. I think Twitch sees the ones that Facebook, is that correct, that Facebook is seen on Twitch? So I'll take that away because they're probably upsetting everybody. So I'm going to try and mount like that, but I don't know if I can, because this was gifted to me. This turned up in a jiffy bag, so I'm hoping that there's some sort of software somewhere. This is a, what was it called? A Logitech webcam C930E. But if it's, I don't know if I can actually, can you zoom in on a web? I've never played with a webcam. Can you zoom in on one? Well, I have played with a webcam, but not with my clothes on. So if I did that, obviously I can't stay like this all day because it's going to absolutely give me arm pump. Yeah, so, all right, so Ian, so Twitch does give you all the comments that, so you get all the Facebook ones as well? Oh, that's interesting. Maybe I might see if I can push that a bit further. But then I understand if people want to stay on the Facebook. So, sorry, the Facebook. So, right, so I've got to come up with some magic way now of, I might just zip tie it. All right, see. Dance for me. What are you going to say next? No, it does a little bit, or is that just my camera? So it's not as bad as when I go up to the light. Yeah, it does on the light, but the light's obviously a bit of a. Let's see. If I can put a webcam up one-handed. Yeah. So if I go through there with a zip tie, or do you reckon I should just come back to this a bit later on and annoy you all? Oh, actually, that went a lot easier than I thought. Right, so let's get that where that's comfortable. I don't want this to be annoying, so if it is, I'll stop. Right, so a little bit of mucking around now with my angles. See, what I've got is I've got two. Oh, good God! I've got a bit of wood on some long zip ties hooked around the light. I just showed you the picture. So a little bit of mucking around, I reckon I can get that to do that. Another couple of zip ties. Let's try another one. So it's no hands now. Look at this. Woo! No hands. Paul, it's a Logitech C930E. Right, now, who is Zen Racer on Twitch? Zen Racer 1, sorry. Because I don't know who these people are. So I need to see if there's any sort of filters that I can attach to the camera or something to try and make, or for one, make me look younger. Two, number one's great, and number three, make my artwork look half passable. So it's probably asking a little bit too much. So I've got to have a bit of a muck around with that. Well, it's probably, I don't want you to see the details. Right. Yeah, look, it looks wicked from here. It's brilliant. That was my old sort of painting tag. I said, great from a distance. This is when you got close, it looked rubbish. I know, yeah, because there's another token Scotsman that's on there as well, and he's the other he's the other jock. He's not Mad Jock, I think he's Super Jock. Right, who did I ring this morning? There could be quite a few people I spoke to this morning. Nigel. Is that you, Nigel? I wonder if, yeah, I'd see if I might be able to attach it to the, this skillful light system that I've got hung up here with zip ties. I might be able to adjust it on that. But this is purely more to see if it's working all right. No, but Paul, all I did was just plug it in and it kind of semi-works. Obviously, it's not particularly square yet, and I've got to square it up. But I'll get there. But I just wanted to see if it works, which it does, which is nice. And it was super free, which is even better than paying for it, I suppose. It was another donation, so, and I can't say where it's come from, which is really frustrating. But I really appreciate it massively. Oh, come on, stop playing! Right. So, Zen Racer 1, I am one of your pupils, O Master. So do you know what? I got to bed at 2 o'clock this morning. I got back up for work at 8. My eyes hurt. I don't really remember the last couple of hours. I got dressed all right though, which is useful. I'll have a look, Paul, and see if I can get the software to zoom in and out a little bit, because it does need to adjust. Oh, can anyone? There's a bee there. I won't go near it. Yeah. Well, I spoke to Nigel. I spoke to old Philpot this morning, but I don't. I'd be quite shocked if Philpot's actually managed to figure out how to get onto Twitch. But anyway, so the main, as I said, I'll say it again, was to make sure that the camera was working. Just for a little bit of a heads up, here's my next little project. There's one, there's two, there's three, there's four, there's five, and the camera's frozen. If you can still hear me because the camera's froze, a C930E. So I don't know if anyone can still hear me. It's now doing all sorts of weird things on the screen. Am I still live? Oh, the sound's right. Okay, so the sound's still working, but the camera's frozen. Right. Okay. Right. Okay. So I can deal with that still. So right. So I have those in front of the screen. There is a picture of a plastic bag full of MTC shells. So they're the miniature touring cars. A little bit of a teething issue now that the camera's frozen. I'm really showing some really amazing artwork that you can't see now, which I finished and you can't see it, which is a shame, but you can hear about it and it looks amazing, I promise you. I shall. Was it Just dying? Thank you very much, because I saw you shared my Basil thing this morning, or it's in Canada, isn't it? Which is wicked. So I appreciate that massively. So going worldwide now, which is nice. I shall do a little bit of investigating, Googling, and trying not to get lost, which I do easily, massively. A bit like me talking now. Oh, this is terrible just with volume. I can't put my hands and stuff. Oh, yeah. Right. So thank you very much for watching. This test has worked, and I will annoy you all very soon. I promise. Thank you. Bye bye.